Hello everybody and welcome back to The Last Flame, what I consider to be one of the best, if not the best, Autobattler roguelikes out there. And I'm very excited to be checking it out again here today because there's been a huge update to the demo that adds a plethora of stuff, one of which being an endless mode. I know many people were waiting for that. We also have a challenge mode that adds 8 of the 15 challenge modes that are going to be in the full game. They completely change how you play, and I am very excited for that. Another major thing being there is not one but 2 Retromation reference items that I am very excited about, and hopefully we can get here today. But yeah, I'm going to be doing this challenge mode. I'm very excited about it. If you've not seen this game before, first, you are in for a huge treat. Second of all, it's kind of your auto chess style Autobattler. If you played kind of like a TFT, it's sort of like that, mostly like an Astronarch, but not as many people have heard of that game. Anywho, we're going to go on Megalodon, which basically, we normally have 5 default team size, which is a lot of units, but we're going to have less of them, but they are going to be giga strong. They're going to have twice as many item slots, so we can really make a very dumb, super specialized broken unit. But first things first, I'm going to pick my 2 characters. I'm going to pause, I'll come back, and I'll pick a couple, I'll explain why and who. Alright, I'm going to be grabbing Rinji and Azura here. I'll explain why in a second, but first, we also have to pick a relic. When the fight starts, all heroes gain a spell power plus 3% per stack. I mean, nah. Spend 100 to heal is not bad. In a non-elite, non-boss encounter, yeah, let's do this. Basically, we can stun ourselves at the start of a fight, and if we do that just to kind of like assert dominance, we get a free relic 35% of the time, which might be the one that I'm looking for. The little Retromation one. But anywho, we have, man, a lot of item slots in this. There's going to be a lot to go over. What I'm probably going to say is you're best off checking one of my other videos on this first. But know that as soon as we start the fight, everything is obviously going to be happening automatically. It's an auto-battler. But we can really focus on positioning. All the units have something special to them. The spider doesn't really. But, okay. You can see he's going to be targeting up there. Spreading myself out far because I'm going to be stunned for 4 seconds. So I want him to have to run to get to me. This unit is a little bit more of a tank. I'll go over their abilities soon. But, yeah. We're going to start. We're stunned for 4 seconds, and then we get to do our thing. Underneath the health bar, a big thing you need to know, we have kind of a different little mana bar. As that gets filled up, we will cast a spell. What else we got here? Orion. It's another shock-focused character. That could be potentially something. I don't know. I don't know if I'm committed to this one. Just as a heads up, if you care. Attack damage, attack speed, 50 spell power, 2 max mana. So this is going to be a base component that we then combine with something else to make an item. Attack damage, attack speed is not bad. 32 attack damage. I feel like I actually want to roll for something specific. Like, an attack speed item is going to be really potentially good. A little bit of health actually could go a long way. I'll pop that right here. But the fun thing about this mode is, with characters that have 6 item slots, you can probably make any character into whatever you want. You can make a non-tank into a tank. You can make whatever. Like, I'm very, very excited about it. Orion, however, is a tank, or at least is intended to be one. Every 2 attacks, the hero inflicts a shock on all enemies. Shock being this, if you want to pause and see what it's all about. More or less, the more shock they have, the more of a chance they have to be stunned when we cast spells. We also have Concussive Strike, which is an ability that will taunt the target and also heal Orion for a percentage of his max HP. If he heals over his max health, everybody gets shield. I don't know that that's going to really be happening that much if he is kind of the main tank for now. Also have Azura, which is kind of weird. Whenever they cast, they gain a spell power for every 150 max HP. Just kind of wild. And also an AoE kind of like lightning bolt that does more damage based off how much health Azura has. And Rinji is just kind of a little weirdo. Gains on-hit effectiveness, which is a wild thing here. Here, you can pause and read that if you like. it's on hit special damage. You know, like additional damage when you attack. Rinji's just 20% better at that. And the more debuffs on the target, the better for Rinji. That's why we have these shocks. Additionally, Rinji's ult increases the amount of debuffs on them by 4. For every debuff. If there's like 5 different styles of debuffs, they all gain 4 stacks. It's kind of silly. And I know that it scales very well, hence why I thought it might be fun in this mode. What do we got going? Oh, we get the DPS charts. Have the DPS charts always been live during the fights? I don't recall. Oh, we got a free relic. Coffee Beans. The hero with the highest max mana gains 35% attack speed, but their max mana is increased by an additional 6. That could be fun. All heroes gain 10% crit chance. These things are going to be a little bit less valuable since we have less heroes. I feel like we could do something with that. There's some characters that like to have higher max mana. Rinji just gets to attack a lot faster. I feel like we could do some stuff with that. Recruit a hero. Oh, for Rinji, we want Eager. Eager puts on a 50% chance to put, or every second attack inflicts burn or frost. So if we want a lot of status effects, I think that'll be a good one. Probably instead of him. On cast, the wearer gains attack speed, 3 max mana, gain 30% attack damage, start of the fight. I feel like re-rolling, probably. It's that or a re-roll. The wearer's attacks have a 50% chance of applying 1 frost to all enemies. That sounds good. So this is going to be a recipe. This we have to combine with one of these heirlooms in order to make an item. So we can't use this on its own. We have to combine it with something else. I'm going to swap you out. All right. So now we have kind of like the level up system. You saw those trophies probably just go down there. So if I do this and I go and tap somebody a couple times, you can see they get 5 experience and then level up. And I get to pick a new passive for them. Gains lifesteal equal to 15% of defense, crit damage per bleed. On cast, gains spell power. Rinji's one of the only heroes. One of the only heroes that, as far as I'm aware, does not care about spell power, unless that has been changed. I guess crit strike damage per bleed on the enemy could be good if we get somebody that applies bleed, because Rinji can obviously increase the amount of bleed by a lot using this. Alright, what's your deal? Spell damage to nearby heroes. You do targeting, do like a little AoE damage. It says best targeting. That means it's going to try and hit as many in a circle as it can. So just going to spread out a little bit. We do have that dynamite on still. At some point, we're going to need to turn it off. For now, I'm just going to use it to try and get a whole bunch of free relics because it sounds stupid. We got another free relic. Golden Emblem. All heroes gain an attack speed for every 100 gold that you have. Deal 50 damage per frost to the enemy with the most frost every 4 seconds. So this is kind of a weird one because it's normally, like, fine. But it maybe got buffed. And also in this mode with Rinji, this might be able to be something we can rip wide open. So I do know we have that frost stacking item. I think we could do something stupid there. I really think we can. Probably not going for anybody, even though core is very good. Pick an item. 12% attack speed, 300 HP. 60 defense, some crit chance. I'm looking for an attack speed thing. Just raw attack speed. Alright. If I can't find it, I will just get yet another tanky thing for you, which is going to feel a little awkward. 40% chance to find 350 bucks, 60% chance to fight a fight, and a scary one at that. Alright. Let's turn off the dynamite for this fight. So, Gains 5% damage reduction and 25% attack speed. Reduces all heroes' defense. Not great. On top of that, we literally can't even position our heroes. It doesn't matter. Every crit strike increases per summon on the battlefield. Every 5 attacks, you do an additional splash on hit damage and inflict 2 bleed. I mean, sure. We're going to get the ability to move whatever we take onto somebody else. But just the fact that we have somebody who can apply bleed is going to be really good news. Because that means that Renji can buff that up. You see that? Look at how many stacks we got going on. That'll theoretically increase Renji's damage by quite a bit. It's more of a long-term play. Every 3 attacks, the wearer gains a shield equal to 5 times their max mana. Wearer gains 5 defense per max mana. So Renji's going to be the one with the highest max mana. We might be able to do something fun with that. Spell power per missing HP. Soul Polearm, I feel like we could use to break the game in a bit. Go for an elite. Deals spell damage to nearby heroes, gains damage reduction. When another one dies, gets stronger. I mean, truthfully, we'll probably want to, like, focus down one as much as we can. This is a whole thing we'll just get to later. Should be fine. We'll have you tanking this, and hopefully we kill it before it matters. Please don't get killed. Please don't get killed. Okay, good. He's probably going to die to this AoE here. Oh my god, look at these stacks. Look at these stacks of these status effects. They're going to get a little out of control, man. As we lose units, we lose a little bit of health. We don't want to do anything that caps the amount of a status effect, so I guess I'll go for 3 frosts every 4 seconds. The Hextile buff could be really good, but I think we can do some fun stuff. Every attack there is a 2% chance per frost and burn on the enemy that has the most of these to gain 4% crit strike chance and 6% critical strike damage. Yeah. That can definitely be very, very good. For the love of God, I need to get some items. Oh, boy. I need to get some items that can put on those recipes. But we do have to go for the campfire because we need to explain this. So, if you played like an auto chess style game, this is going to be the closest thing to like a trait or like tribes or whatever the heck. Except it's applying to everybody no matter what. You don't need to be like, I have 2 warriors, 3 mages, blank, blank, blank. It doesn't matter. You just pick an origin and then everything's good. Every 4 seconds, deal spell damage to enemy with the most burn equal to the amount of burn on the enemy times 150% of the team's mana regen. Heroes and effects inflict twice the amount of burn on enemies. That seems good. The 10% attack speed boost does suck, but I think we can deal with it. So we can choose to either rest to heal for 25. We have 2 actions left. Or we can enchant to upgrade one of these into something slightly stronger. I'll upgrade this into something slightly stronger, and then I will rest. So we'll kind of like meet in the middle on that. But for the love of God, I hope we can get something good after this. So this guy goes... What is he? He splits into a slime. This does an AoE, best targeting. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn on the dynamite because I'm a crazy man. So we got 4 seconds of stun before we get to play. And now we get to go ham. Alright. Renji increases all of those status effects. Look at the burn. It's already at 12 there. Oh, my lord. Eager has this boomerang axe that does bonus damage based off how much burn, which is going to make what we've got going on very, very good. Choose and duplicate another one of your combat relics. Oh, cool. I mean, yeah, that seems good. I don't know what I have that I necessarily want to do yet. Oh, we can duplicate one of these? These ones are not quite as crazy as some others would be, I'm sure. Sure. We'll grab a second one of those. We really need to roll for like an attack speed boost here. Thank you. Small quiver. We're going to be combining that with this. Okay. So now all of a sudden Eager just got kind of crazy with it. On cast, gain 10% attack speed, 1 life steal per missing HP. I think on cast, gaining attack speed is going to be a good call for you. We want you to attack very, very quickly. Each trophy gives 5 experience, meaning you've got 20 away. All right, spell power, that can increase this. Taunting a target and healing itself for percentage max HP. If it overheals, you get a little bit of a benefit. Could be useful. Attack speed, obviously, potentially useful. On every 2 attacks, inflict. Yeah, every 5 attacks. I'm gonna go for attack speed. Just like keep on applying lots and lots of status effects. Seems like kind of the right call here. When exploring a cave, you discover there's 6 eyes ahead of you and a very interesting pouch of gold. Get 12 additional trophies. I'm doing it. I'm going to turn off the dynamite, but because we need to win this one pretty bad. Bat does lots of damage. I think we can get your attention. We all focus you. I think that's going to be the way to go. Okay. Multiply some stacks. Okay. Tome of Frost seems like it's probably doing some hefty work. Every 4th attack you gain spell power, but your max mana increases. There's a lot of effects that actually get stronger based off of your max mana. Every crit gains 7 defense. Five crit strike chance. Your crits generate an extra mana. That seems like that could break some stuff. I think that sounds really, really nice. We also have so many trophies now. Ringy has the potential, the very strong... Oh my god, gain 15 crit chance after that. I mean, I'm going to go for the attack speed for now, but thank you. Crits increase by 5% of the current shield. Spell power against spell power doesn't really matter. Oh. None of these are going to be that impressive. I'll grab the crit strike shield because we do have like this, which could be useful. I just don't think it's going to combine very well with this. Every 3 attacks, you gain shield equal to 5 times max mana. He doesn't have that much. He gains 30 shield. Who really cares? Counter magic, set the mana of all heroes to 0. I want you to be targeting here. Is that working? Are you targeting here? Yes. All right. It's a little bit awkward. Sure thing. Do we have dynamite on? No. Good. Alrighty. It's a lot of frost being applied. Oh my god! That frost explosion. All heroes gain 28% attack speed, but 2 max mana. That could be good. That could be very, very good. Alright, so we have core pieces. Honestly, we want, like, attack speed and maybe some crit. This could be very useful, but, like... Oh, boy. I'll grab the Dark Blade, because that actually combines... Oh, because we only get one of them, that's right. Boom. Critical strikes generate extra mana. We'll pop that onto Ringy now. So you're more likely to generate a little bit of mana, thus doing this more often. Seems very silly. Okay. Cast either Chain Eruption and then Death Chains alternatingly. I don't know if we're going to go for the true final boss or not. We'll see. Increase the HP of all enemies in the fight by 25%. Only use it if you feel extra prepared. I'm just going to say yes, because I actually think I think we are. We get a huge boost for the first act, but then in Act 3, enemies gain 50% max HP, so... Chaos Eruption with the best targeting, doing 805 damage split between those hits. Stuns and Chains, the highest damage dealer of the party. I mean, I think that we'll be okay if we have things kind of like this. This fight actually does seem a lot worse for this mode. I would be concerned if it wasn't for the fact that this son of a gun's going to get absolutely nuked by the frost. Yeah, it's stacking up stupid. It's stacking up so stupid. So we get a Fragment of Truth. This is one of the 3 things we need to fight the true final boss. It's more or less just make 3 fights harder. 1 boss, 1 elite, and 1 normal fight. Cost to reroll rewards is reduced by 2, but the max flame is reduced by 25. When you survive a fight, you get 60% more. You can reroll and refill items at the shop for 135. I'm going to do that because of the whole looking for my item thing. Every attack, the hero gains 2 attack damage at 15 stacks. Also gains lifesteal. Inflicts burn. Scales with... I'm going to grab Blake just in case. Every 5 attack, the wearer inflicts 2 burns to all enemies and gains defense equal to the amount of burn on the enemies with the most burn. Yeah, that's definitely going to be good. That's going to be very, 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 very good. I do want to get kind of like an attack speed item for that. I want to head to the shop. And I'll do it after we go here. That's your deal. Summon an orb at the furthest corner. That's right. You summon an orb here and send 2 interceptable beams towards the furthest and the closest heroes. Dealing damage, inflicting corruption. Have you've been changed completely? Wait, no? Or not completely? A little bit spooky, but I think we're fine. Crit chance, mana regen. I mean, mana regen could be good. Throwing your axe more is strong. Whenever you crit, gain 5 gold. 5 critical strike damage per bleed on the enemy, stacking 20 times. I mean, that's pretty good. So we can basically gain 100% critical strike damage. So this can't crit yet. We have to get something special to make that be able to crit. So I guess I don't know how much I care now that I think about it, though. I'll get extra money for critting. So out of trophy mode, I'm gonna put on the dynamite because I'm a crazy man. Sends 2 or interceptable beams, targeting the furthest and closest hero for blank damage. Oh boy. Well, you'll be the closest no matter what, right? Oh boy. We'll see how this goes. This might be a mess. Yeah, that's not good. Oh boy. Oh boy, we made a mistake. At least increase the stats. Yeah, we made a huge mistake on that one. We made a huge mistake on that one. That was a bad call. Every attack the wearer has a 2% chance per frost to stun the enemy for 0.8 seconds. Yeah. That was a mistake. So we could change out this for something else. Or we could do some enchanting instead. Which I'm going to do. Enchant. Costs a little bit of health. But it upgrades that. I'm gonna go for both. I'm gonna go for broke. Why not? Let's get silly with it. Then we'll go to the shop and then we'll go to heal more. Alright, we do have the ability to reroll items. So what do we have right now? We definitely need to get this. I'll get probably the increased attack speed thing. Gonna grab some more health. And then I'm going to reroll. Doesn't cost too much. For attack damage and some attack speed. I'll go for just some more attack speed. So every 6 seconds, cast hail spikes around them, doing 20 spell damage per frost on enemies hit. Could be good. Every attack, the wearer has a 16% chance to fill their mana to full. Is so broken. Every 4 seconds, the wearer shields the lowest percent HP hero for 20 times their mana regen. So these we combine, first of all. That we combine. We're looking for, I guess, some more attack speed. Unless someone needs a crit. I mean, there's a lot we want to do here. Oh, there we go. Every 4 seconds, the wearer gains... I mean, unfortunately, it's not very good for the build. The wearer gains 10% of the attack damage of the hero with the highest attack damage other than the wearer. And 15% of the spell power on the hero who has the highest spell power other than the wearer. Caps at 300 and 300. Some silly, silly stuff. I have to buy it. I'm legally obligated to buy it. The wearer gains 2 attack damage and 2 spell power and 1% attack speed for every burn on the enemy with the highest burn. Yeah. Attack speed and crit strike chance, we could definitely make that work. I'll combine that. Oh boy. Spell power. 135 to reroll. I'm kind of just looking for some dinky commons at this point. Some dinky attack speed commons. Sure. Alright. Okay. So what the hell? I could put this on a health thing. It doesn't inherently... doesn't have the suck. Every attack has a 2% chance per frost to stun them. I'll say sure. You know what? And then sure for that one. God, I really... do I just drop it on here? Attack damage, spell power. I feel like we can put that on something else. I think we can put that on something else. It'll just be better. All right, so what the hell have we done here? We have lots of items now. This goes here. This just goes here. That goes here. Chance to fill mana to full. Where it gains 2 attack damage, 2 spell power, and 1% attack speed for every burn. I think we actually put that on you. Gain a shield equal to 5 times max mana. Actually, we might be able to turn you into a tank, as our tank as well. Every attack... who has the highest attack speed? It's got to be you. Actually, you're pretty close. And you have better critical damage, and you gain money for crit striking, so I think that's what we're going to do. All right. All of that shenanigans to say we are kind of just in a pretty darn good spot now. Every 5 seconds, deal spell damage to the enemy with the most frost, equal to the amount of frost on the enemy times 20% steam spell power. Wow. Okay, we have the effect, but... This effect, but with frost, which we have the double tome of frost. But we also have so many burn items. Yeah, I think we stay with the burn. The burn items, I think, is going to be like a better angle. So I'll rest once. And upgrade once. So that is going to be probably twice as likely to do the effect I was talking about. Send demonic bolts towards all other enemies. If there are no enemies alive, sends bolts towards all heroes. It's going to be kind of tricky to put this in a way that's not going to hurt us. Usually, we rock something like this, and it works fine, but honestly, it sucks to mess with. Okay. So we got that, oh my god. Yeah, that frost explosion is actually ripping things apart. The worst attacks have a 50% chance to burn all enemies. Of course we want to use that. We don't have very much money. I think we move up towards this. Apparently we can upgrade somebody? You? For every 500 HP lost, gain lifesteal. Lifesteal is only on, like, hits. I'm not super excited about that. I'm going to bump up the HP of this fight by 25%. I think that we'll be okay there. I'm going to give you the defense instead. Works for me. So you guys are going to laser beam the furthest. This should be fine. Come on now. Come on now. I need to find a way to get you to live longer. Apparently not. Big explode. Pick a hero 1 out of 3, reroll the passive, swap 2 passives between heroes. Attack speed boost on Renji could be really good. You can't swap their kind of like initial passives, unfortunately. I feel like this is a pretty good call. We'll swap those two. Bloody Intervention and Critical Shield. Yeah. Those are both better on the alternate person there. Come on. Yeah. You know we want attack speed on this run. You know we do. I'm just going to give this on the attack speed. Why not? All right. The wearer gains 10% of the attack damage. So you got a lot of attack damage last time. So you get my glasses. Fiery Katana. You have a chance to burn. Beautiful stuff. You got a really high attack speed all of a sudden, though. Do you have the highest mana? Why would you have the highest mana? Why is your attack speed the highest? Just all of the... I guess you have all the attack speed items, I suppose. We don't really need to be critting to gain mana. This and this at the same time aren't necessarily that good. They're not that particularly relevant. You have a 71% chance to crit. Very silly stuff. We definitely need to make our tank tankier. But yeah, you have more attack speed now. I think that we keep it that way. I need you to... Yeah, every 5 attacks, inflict 2 burns to all enemies, gain defense equal to the amount of burn on the most burn. So you have this. That's why you're going to be getting the glasses boost. So that works out very, very well. We like that. We like that a lot. Every attack have a 2% chance per frost and burn. I think this is fine. Go for an elite. As risky as it may be. So you guys do what? Target the hero with the lowest HP, shoot a death NATO at them. Very spooky. It's not good. I don't like this for us. Okay, I feel like this guy's dying fast. The fact that you're alive is crazy. But slowly but surely, they kind of just evaporate. Yep, our damage, that's the thing, is it just scales very, very well. 3 burns every 4 seconds. I mean, it sounds good. I'll take it because it does actually work really well with Dragon Rider, so never mind. On cast, the wearer gains 15 defense. That could be good for the tank. Whereas crits deal an additional on-hit damage equal to 3 times the amount of debuffs on the enemy. Never mind. That breaks everything wide open as well. I mean, this should be pretty easy. We do need to figure out how to get you to be tankier quicker. Oh my god, these numbers. They're so funky. Reroll a passive. I feel like I might reroll a passive. Critical strike damage. I mean, that's a lot of critical strike damage. That isn't... It has a cap, but it's still nuts. Rapid recovery, I don't care about. Businessman, I could see myself swapping. Oh, that's why you get all the attack speed, because the ultimate velocity. Interesting. We don't have to definitely swap it. Okay, debuff mastery, that's the thing that Renji has that's so broken. Yes, obviously we take that. 36% attack speed for 3 max mana. That can work very, very well with that. Okay, Renji is so freaking busted right now. It is crazy. I need, we can get some free tank experience. Well, free. I have to pay for it. Some tank experience. Oh, boy. Whenever they crit, they gain shield receive. You don't have that much crit. None of these are wowing me here. You sure as hell don't have spell power. A reroll is probably not going to make me... Aw, that sucks that I can't. The wearer gains infinite range, but their taunts aren't effective. Oh, I wouldn't want that on my tank anyways, I guess. Cool. Attacks have a 20% chance to stun the wearer's current targets. Every crit, they gain 8 attack damage. I mean, that's pretty dumb, too. So we could have that and then the glasses. That's gonna be... I don't know. We could break things in all kinds of ways. Could get another superior orcish axe, which is the best in slot, kind of like base item for Renji. Instead of being good to ourselves, basically. Whenever they deal a crit, they gain 10% shield received. That mixed with this could be very, very good. And I'll pop that on you, I suppose? It's a little bit weird. Proceed. Hello, big boss. I don't think I have enough to do anything here. We have 30. Correct. All right, so this fight's a little bit weird. Basically, we have a DPS timer for this first phase, followed by him spawning kind of just randomly in the middle. We're hoping that you are going to go for that, but there's not much I can really do about it. It's one of the most... I'm not going to say it's positionally irrelevant, this fight, because that's definitely incorrect. But it's just kind of like... Oh, God. The fact that he's attacking Renji is so annoying. Oh, my God. Renji lived at least that much. So do you... Does the boss still have his status effects on him? Okay, then he's screwed. Lol. All heroes gain 50% extra shield received. I think we have to do that. 1% attack speed for every 2 trophies you have could also be very stupid. I'm going to go for this. Obviously some silliness there. Rune might just be a better version. How do I dismiss? Oh. There, that's right. I forgot. Okay. Rune might just literally be a better version of Orion here. I can boot you out. I get 15 trophies. When getting a shield from any source, the hero heals for 3% of the max HP. Receives your shield equal to 3% max HP. Lightning explosion. Shocking nearby. Scales on max HP. Yeah, you're just going to be better. I mean, I might regret that. Pick an item. Oh, shoot. You know, literally just another Retromation's Glasses is very strong. All right, let's get you out here. And importantly, let's start buffing you up. Gains crit strike chance the further they are from heroes. Crits also inflict a bleed to all enemies. Do I have any way to apply bleed right now? That does. Crits apply a bleed, for sure. It's kind of like a weird... Crits apply a bleed, for sure, is better, probably, than... Okay, well, we're definitely going to give you some defense. For the love of God. 1% life steal per 5... Okay, every second attack, apply Burn or Frost. When below 50%, consume 2 Frost to heal for 5% max. As much as that does remove some of my... my funny damage, it's for the best. So Spell Steal should apply... Does that apply to on-hit effects? I can't remember. I can't remember, but I think it does. So I'll say sure. Have some of these. Critical strike chance, maybe. We'll go for attack speed. Seems like our build just loves attack speed. Act 3 enemies gain 50% max HP. Now that is a little bit spooky. You do the funny Orba move. It's going to be a little bit... We only have so many units, so we can't do the full kit and the full caboodle here. But the good news is we should be able to have built up such a strong scaling thing that it doesn't matter. Oh, my lord. Whenever where does crit, they gain 10% shield received. I think that we can make that really work. And you know what? Congrats. You get some of my glasses, too. You're both gonna get a little bit of a benefit there. And we can enchant and upgrade some of this stuff into even sillier territory. Enchanted Cloak being a big one of those. Possibly another one here. Sure. So we're losing health to do that. But I think it's worth. All right. We do technically still need a Fragment of Truth. Can't remember which fight that's from. Not too worried about it. Damaging a cone in front. Heal nearby. Okay, this all works. So yeah, you've gotten pretty darn tanky over the course of time here. Oh my god, the burn! The burn! The numbers, they're so high! I guess I don't care that much about critical strike damage necessarily. I could see myself re-rolling this into something else, but I could also see myself keeping it. On cast, you gain crit chance at 3 stacks. You gain Omni crit, which lets my on-hit effects crit, which I will say is going to be worth it. If we could have both, that would be really good, but... on-hit effectiveness, which is kind of like the burn and stuff like that, and the passive effects from our characters, like Renji. Wearer gains 3% on-hit effectiveness for every burn on the enemy with the highest burn is so potentially dumb. Fight 1v1. If victorious, win a legendary recipe in the fight rewards. The person to fight will be whoever's just closest. I think that you probably do the best in a 1v1. It's hard to say. I gotta be real. I kind of just want to go for it. It probably should have been Renji, huh? I just know that this guy has the shield ability. See, look at that. Just look at that. It just doesn't. Yeah, we're good. Crits no longer... Wait. Crits no longer deal extra damage with attacks. When attack does not crit, you gain 20% crit chance. Every critical strike, you lose 20% crit chance and apply bleed to all enemies. Every second crit, the wearer... Wait. Cast a maximum spear doing 300% attack damage plus 4% per bleed as spell damage to the target. What? That's a lot. That's a lot, and it seems really good. But Dark Knight armor solves, like, survivability. Whatever. Say less. We need, I need pieces, so I have to go to that shop. Rock Golem smash the ground, doing damage to nearby heroes, and then we need to kill them all kind of within 7 seconds of each other. That is hardly a big deal, because we're going to ramp up, and then they're just going to all fall one by one by one. Oops, went off. Oops. Okay. The concern just being, does this guy die? Because they're about to go whoop, whoop, whoop. Fragment of Truth, we got them all. All heroes gain 20% attack speed, but lose 25 attack damage. It's probably worth. Heroes are now immune to stuns is hilarious, though, because now we have Dynamite and the Spring. So we can do that, and the answer is yes, it does work. What's the plan here? Probably should have been the crit item, honestly. That's probably perfect. We'll combine that there. And I'll do that. I guess I don't know fully what these are going on now because we have everybody's capped out. If you have the glasses, I suppose this is probably fine already. On-hit effectiveness per burn. Oh, God. I really do want this on you. I need to keep that over there. This could go here. We could maybe do that. Crits, strike damage down. Critical strikes no longer do extra damage with attacks anyways. But, like, considering you have a 16% chance on every attack to heal your fill your mana. I think that that's going to be fine anyways. And this means you'll be able to ult a lot. I don't know. It's a weird mix. And this gives you this weird, crazy thing. I don't know. I mean, you have the Retrimation's glasses, so that could probably work just fine. Anywho. Up we shall go. Choose the shop. Another one of those, huh? Every 5 seconds, you gain a shield equal to 200% spell power. That could be something. This just gives us some trophies, basically. This is just a much better version. You know what? I'm going to grab that one and reroll, see if we can find something in the middle here. Every 3 seconds, all enemies gain one of every active debuff. Yeah. Yeah. Of course. I don't know, sure. That all works fine. It's good enough. It's good enough is what I'd say. You can always dismantle stuff and, like, recombine the pieces together, but we're good to go on that one. This is just a... I'm not going to say he's a nothing fight, but he's not really a thing fight either, so I guess I don't know what to say on that regard then. Bye. Who is this? It's my tank. I'll give you some defense. You're a tank after all. Attacks have a 50% chance to burn. Sure. Don't have anything to put that on quite yet, but seems wise. Okay, works for me. Yeah, our tank being the least, maybe the least tanky is kind of funny. I probably don't bother. I'm going to try and see if I can... I was going to see if we could get, you know, the exact one that we had already. Combine those. That might be better than something we have. It's hard to say. We've created an absolute mess at this point. Just an absolute mess. A beautiful, disgusting, confusing, and hard to follow nightmare of a mess. I'll tell you what, for sure that's better. Just a little bit of attack speed down for some more flat damage. I have a hard time figuring out what I would even trade off at this point. That could maybe go. Crew to hero. Yeah. Enchant. What do we want to make stronger? Kara's ring. Actually, wait. Actually, we want to heal, because I forgot. In bosses, don't we take like 1,000,000 more damage? Oh, this is going to be awkward. Breathes Hellfire, dealing spell damage split among heroes hits, so we kind of want to do that in a line. It's a line spell, best targeting. Increases the damaging they take by 100%. And then it also does this blast over here. So we kind of just want to do it in a line. Not that I can really probably end up doing that very well. Because it's just the way that they are going to want to do it. Increase the damage they take from all sources by 100%. I mean, I'm not going to get hit by the Midnight Breath. We should be fine. Like, I really don't think we're gonna have issues anymore. I think the numbers just are going to go up by so much that... Yeah, I think I'm right. I think I think it is going to go fine. Don't even bother. All right, here we go. the true final boss, but with only 3 heroes. It's going to be a little bit awkward, but I think we're going to be able to kill so fast that it doesn't matter. But it might be kind of awkward. We can't do anything with these trophies. Okay. So let's refresh. Deal damage split between the target and nearby heroes. The spawns 4 corrupted hands. These adds have low HP, but apply corruption per attack. On death, enrages all other enemies. So you also are going to be spawning that stuff up there. There's just a whole lot of mess. Sends an interceptable orb to the furthest hero, which is you. Exploding, dealing spell damage, and applying corruption, making them take more damage. Yeah, this is basically just, I need to hope that I've scaled up fast enough, and I have. They are going to evaporate. That number. I love this mode. It's crazy. So, Renji is probably the perfect character for it, too, but oh my god. Just make big number funny happen to the extreme. Let's check the recap. It's hard to even figure out. Total burn damage, 37,000, because that's the kind of like the special on hit, you know. Where do we burn every 4 attacks? Do on hit damage equal to 3 times the amount of burn on the target. And then you also had the huge on hit effectiveness increase and everything. It's just silly. I was able to do the funny. Very, 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 very fun. I love that mode. It'd be kind of cool if there's like a little bit of like just like a little marker that says, yep, you've done this one successfully. There's all kinds of them. There's like there's a hardcore one. I'm really excited about this one. It's not in yet. It's not in the demo, but it's going to be in the early access. Heroes have random starter passives and random stats. I think that sounds very interesting. There's also hardcore mode, which is kind of like a Nuzlocke mode, basically. Hero deaths are permanent. Items equipped come back, and you also get 2 additional trophies per fight, which is a lot of additional trophies per fight. So, really interesting stuff there, but I love this game, and that mode, Megalodon, is kind of made for the way that I play the game anyways, where I kind of hyper-focused on, like, 3 characters anyways. The new, I'll say the new content creator items seem like they can definitely break some stuff in very, very fun ways. I'm very, very partial to mine. I will say there is another one that did not show up yet. That I will talk about now, called the Rito Pack. There is Retromation's glasses, which obviously we saw multiple of today. I believe they are more likely to show up currently, like before the demo comes out, so that the content creators who have access to check these out are more likely to see them. They're not going to be showing up quite as often, I would imagine. But yeah, the Rito Pack is very, very neat. If you thought that this mode was cool, that item basically makes it so you can do this mode in a regular run. It is a sacrificial relic, so one of those ones that you have to, like, click up here and do something with. And it makes a random hero permanently gain an additional item slot. So, very, very cool. It comes with an additional legendary recipe and superior heirloom as well. So, basically makes this mode happen a little bit. Like, because in the normal mode, you have a lot more heroes. You have the 5 heroes instead of the 3. But you also get, you only have 3 item slots per, so that would make it so they could have 4. Possibly could even show up multiple times for all we know. You could even maybe get the, if not, maybe you could get the duplicator, so you could get 2 of those and almost do this mode in a regular mode and have 5 heroes. Crazy stuff. I love this game so much. Please check it out. There is a demo out now. Whether or not it is updated with this or not at the time of this upload, I'm not positive, but if this update is not out on the demo yet, it will be today as part of the Steam Next Fest. Go check it out with the link at the top of the description. My name is Retromation. Cover indie games every single day with an extra specialty in roguelikes and roguelites. If that is something you are into, this is a channel you should be subscribed to. Especially if you like these kind of like auto-battler roguelikes. Honestly, can't think of a better place on YouTube for you. I will cover all the latest, greatest auto-battling roguelikes out there. Huge fan of Astronarch, everything like that. That style of like meaty, game-breaky auto-battler. I love it so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.